Hey, how's everybody going? How's everybody going? Interesting. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Spodia stream. Do apologize for the late start. Just had a power outage, and unfortunately, that means that this match will be pushed back a slight bit, but of course, we are still going to be able to do it. That's very good. I'm happy that the power outage didn't last for too long. So I'm going to make sure I get my stream manager pulled up now. There we go. Yes, we will be having our first match stream. We are watching Eternal Empire. As we are also going to get a... Let's get a prediction poll going. Hopefully some people do join that are supporting either one of these teams. This is a tier 4 2v2. Hello, Son of Chaos. How you doing? I'm surprised you're here so quickly. Both teams do really want to start, so we're going to wait a little bit, though. Just to let some more people come in. Hopefully we'll get a couple fans from Eternal Empire. As we got actually 2 of the matches this weekend. You doing good? I'm doing good. Although I did just have a power outage. There's some like electrical work. And they turned off the power and was really hoping they would turn it back on soon. They did. They turned it back on like a few minutes ago. Yeah, we got 2 matches at 7 and 8 right now, and then we'll have 2 more at 10 and 11. This first match, though, is We Are Washed, who are the number 1 team in their division, and Eternal Empire, the number 3 team. Eternal Empire, a win here will secure number 3, the number 3 seed. It won't secure number 2, actually. Number 2 seed is actually unbeaten, so they would have to hope that the number 2 seed loses. Not unlikely, not very likely at the same time. As yeah, we are getting confirmation at least one of the teams is in. I assume both teams are in now as well, but we're still going to wait a little bit to see if everybody gets in. I haven't seen Ludo in 3s. This should be interesting. This is not 3s. I believe this is 2v2. Yeah, this is 2v2, my friend. Really played them in 1s anyways. Ooh, interesting. We are currently having some issues here. We're going to be taking a look. Looking at this. Apparently there might be some issues with cross-platform play. What in the... Here, you guys know how to help me out with this cross-platform play thing, apparently? Here, how's everybody doing? Hopefully some people are joining in. Hmm. Apparently one of them cannot join, so we're trying to check. I have thought I had I always have cross-platform play enabled, so that's interesting. I'm looking around to see if... Hmm. Oh, we got a couple more people joining. I'm assuming these are the Eternal Empire fans. I might have to leave the game and Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave the game and see what the heck's happening here. Yeah, I'd have to tell them this. Okay. Okay, it does say that they're joining, so I too will join. I know what the password is. Gosh, this is a weird start to today, isn't it? Well, we're in game. They're ready. They want to join anyways. It's a best of 5. And hopefully we can get to some normalcy here. There you go. Everybody's in. Ice Demon and Cookie Crisp versus Magoo and Ludo. Best of 5 for 2v2 finally starts. My goodness, I do apologize for that. That is the worst way to open up to any team. I really do feel bad for any team where there's like issues and stuff. But lucky enough, we got our series going. Of course, you guys, I made this stream pretty hastily, so let me know if there's any issues. I had a power outage right before the stream was predicted to start. We have some people working on electricity and stuff, so just had to get that power back on. It does mean that we're gonna start. We did start a little bit late, but not a problem. Both teams are in, and off to a great start. We are washed. We're in the blue. Just scored an Eternal Empire in the orange, and we are washed, trying to make this a 6-0 season. And that goal is a great start for them. Make sure you guys vote in the prediction poll if it's still up. I don't actually know if it is still up. I don't think it is. Make sure to vote on who you think will win, and make sure you guys tell me who you think should win this. Washed. Do you have that advantage? It's not by much. Eternal Empire are the 3rd-rated team in their division. If this series doesn't go to 5, actually be quite a shocker for me. Ice Demon doesn't get around that shot, so now he has his boost stolen as well by Deludo. But he's still attacking, still putting on pressure, and he's forcing the other players to have to play around him. Scary when a player with no boost is causing that much mayhem. I do like Eternal Empire's EEE. That's pretty funny. As Washed Blue, he went for a fake on Ice Demon, but Ice Demon took a slow challenge. He took his time. He didn't get baited in to any of his tricks. Gets the clear away. And now Eternal Empire overcommitting here. They have to get back on defense, and Ice Demon's going to be a little bit slower than Cookie Crisp. Cookie Crisp has to wait for him to get back and make that challenge. He does. Magoo, RC Magoo up for it. Second touch, not there, but he does get under Cookie Crisp. Options infield, that's Ludo, and Ice Demon clears it away. Saving his team the headache of having to get back from a 2-goal deficit than just one. Ludo gets around one player. The Eternal Empire sitting kind of far back here. We are washed. Could take advantage, but they cannot yet. There's still on a boost, but Deludo's flick going in, and RC Magoo gets a demo just for extra measure. Deludo, that first touch control is so important against Cookie Crisp. He needs to keep the ball close to the hood of his car if he wants to dribble it. Knowing a shot may not be his best option with how awkward his angle is, decides to take one touch to control it, and it's so perfect. It's so beautiful. Keeps it so close to the head of his car. And now, the lead with 2 goals is we are washed. Ice Demon going on in circles, but without any boost. Seems like a big problem here for Eternal Empire is that whenever they want to make those challenges, they don't seem to have the boost with it. Ice Demon already found back to 35 boost, even though he picked up a big that mid boost pad. Ludo with the ball gets around Ice Demon, looking for Cookie Crisp. He went for a double fake, maybe a little too much there, a little too obvious what he was going for. Instead, should have gone for an outplay. They are only up by 2, and that lead can evaporate quickly. But another overcommit from Eternal Empire gives Magoo's shot a chance. Ice Demon saves it. Here comes some shots, and enough pressure breaks down the Eternal Empire defense. We are washed. with a third goal as they're forcing these defenders to jump left and right at every single shot. They're on the back foot. On defense, Eternal Empire, once they start falling apart, it's all up. It's all down to We Are Washed to take advantage. And they have. Cookie Crisp to the back wall. No one on We Are Washed is going to jump for it. Cookie Crisp does take the boost, so now he's forcing the Ludos to have to stay on lower boost. But We Are Washed does have incredibly strong boost control. And even on low boost situations, they do pretty well. Even on high boost situations, they do pretty well. They get a goal straight from the midfield. RC Magoo just decides, why not take a shot? He winds up and puts so much power behind that one. And there was no boost for Ice Demon getting back to defense. Couldn't make the save. We Are Washed. Now up by 4. Gonna make that 5 goals with that shot from Bluto. They just keep on scoring. Again, and again, and again, and all these goals, quality shots from We Are Washed. They're not taking advantage of too many mistakes from Eternal Empire. They're not even that big of a mistakes. They're small, minute errors. And if there are no errors, We Are Washed are just making the offense themselves. They're up by 5 goals, and they have now securely established their presence in Game 1. But Ice Demon got that boost on the sidewall. Magoo will not know about that. He might think that there's still boost back there for him. As Eternal Empire just trying to find a foothold here. Trying to find their first goal. Here it is! And RC Magoo not in the right position. Cookie Crisp answers. As Magoo, he's guarding the corner there. He's not even close to his net. Any shot towards that net would have gone in. And that shot was well out of range. But even so, We Are Washed. Still up by 4. As long as they hold on, they'll be fine. But an overcommit from them. Eternal Empire has to take advantage. No, they don't! Cookie Crisp missed the most open of nets. He misses again. Cookie Crisp throwing away Game 1. And all hope is lost for Eternal Empire. That was a must-score opportunity. And now, the Ludo scores back. He's shooting 5 for 5. And Magoo, he's gone for a double demo here. He's actually succeeded in doing that as well. And you must applaud that effort from him. A double demo. Again, now opening up. Now they're only one goal away from the coveted 7-1 Brazil. And they're really trying it for We Are Washed. With 10 seconds remaining, need to clear up if they want to get it. For Eternal Empire, they got to think about Game 2. Game 1, never in their favor. For We Are Washed, they're going to be very happy with the results. Game 1 will end 6-1. In favor of We Are Washed, up a game to none. And for Eternal Empire, that's a worrisome Game 1 there. They didn't even look like they had a chance. And then when they did score, while it was a good goal, it was way too late for anything to happen. As We Are Washed, they average about 4 goals a game. This time they got 6. A lot of goals for them. We Are Washed. That 83% win percentage in all games. Eternal Empire needs to be a bit concerned about that. What's the current game rate? What do you mean by game rate? Eternal Empire on the other side has a 78% win percentage. It's incredibly close between these two. Now going in... Is it 1-1? Oh no, yes it is. Look at the white lights at the top. of the screen on the scoreboard, that will tell you how many games every team has won. We're currently in game 2. We're Washed just took game 1, 6-1. And already trying to start off strong in game 2. Deludo almost pickpocketed Cookie Crisp for a goal. And this one, Magoo. What interesting play there. I don't even know if he knew that was going in. I definitely didn't know that was going in. It just bounces off the corner so fortuitously for him. And for We Are Washed, I mean, that's pretty good for them. Cookie Crisp down. He may have just beaten himself. No, he hasn't. He's going back to that one quickly. Deludo, though, takes the boost. We Are Washed with a lot of boost control in this series. Deludo up to the corner. He can challenge this himself. He hesitates a little bit too much there, but now back for Magoo. Magoo looking for the nets. Cookie Crisp is there to save it. And now that he's taking the boost, he's now bumped away by Magoo. We Are Washed. If they can't get your boost, they'll get you instead. As I see, Magoo may have just found an opening. Doubles their lead, doubles his score tally for the game, and doubles the chances that We Are Washed is taking game 2. We Are Washed. They won game 1 by a blowout. Game 2 already looking like it could repeat could repeat the same story. Eternal Empire really can't allow that to happen. We Are Washed is a strong opponent. They need to prove themselves, though, as the current 3rd seed. And they are a team to not mess around with, and that they deserve that high seeding. But Magoo and Deludo just eating them for breakfast. Well, more so dinner now. It is 7 p.m. They really need to get a goal here for Eternal Empire, but not when Magoo is doing Magoo things. Hat-trick play from RC Magoo. 3 goals, 5 shots, 60% shooting accuracy. That is very tough to beat, and we're only about a minute and a half in. This game is looking disastrous for Eternal Empire. But again, there are still 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Sure, that is 3 minutes for We Are Washed to continue scoring, but it's also 3 minutes for Eternal Empire to make their comeback. But how does it start? Well, it starts from the defense. That midfield, a lot of great challenges coming from We Are Washed. And I always say it, midfield is what wins these series. You need to have a good midfield. You need to be able to transition very well. You need to be able to win those 50-50 challenges when they come. And that certainly We Are Washed are winning them. And that's because they're getting goals from them too. Magoo dunk plays in the midfield, and then he passes it off the back wall in for Deludo. That was the only option he had there that would have become a goal. And he makes it work. We're almost halfway in this game. And We Are Washed just continuing to score. A 5th goal for them. And if I'm not wrong, that might be 7 goals unanswered from them. That might be 7 goals unanswered from We Are Washed. I'm not even... I mean, it is absolute pandemonium on the field. We Are Washed trying to make the biggest blowout, biggest win ever. Trying to get the biggest goal differential they can as well. They're not missing any shot. And they're definitely going to continue scoring as well. They are not stopping. But Eternal Empire, can they get one for the road? Cookie Crisp, great challenge on Deludo. RC Magoo doesn't make a touch. And now he needs to get this boost too. But that also leaves Ice Demon in. That's what happens when you make a mistouch in this league. Sometimes you have to make those tough decisions near the boost. Magoo. Infield options available. Instead, waits a little too long, but gets a dunk anyways for his efforts. It's in front of the nets. Deludo will not miss. And you can see in that net as RC Magoo does get his Playmaker award. You see in the net, you see Ice Demon. He's off his line, and He's looking straight up. He has no clue how he's supposed to get to that. And once again, we get 6 goals scored from We Are Washed, but this time there's less than 2. There's about 2 minutes remaining for We Are Washed to continue their rampage. Eternal Empire need to stop this bleeding, because now it's 8 goals unanswered. Or at least I believe it's 8 goals unanswered. Can someone confirm how many goals unanswered it's been? Ludo. Oh, great chip to himself. That one to the back wall. Cookie Crisp gets up in time. And a pass over to Ice Demon. Ice Demon doesn't have boost. But neither does anybody on We Are Washed. And neither of them make a touch either. We Are Washed just forgot what their position was, because both of them are challenging the same ball at the exact same time. And a freebie here for Eternal Empire, but they need them. They need every goal they can get, because certainly this game is over. Unless they can get some great kickoff goals. We Are Washed. It's going to walk their way to match points. As they do make it 7-1. The Brazil is complete. They were not able to get it last game. They are able to get it this game. The question is now, will they keep it, or will they just continue to keep on scoring? And you can see from Eternal Empire, definitely not the team that is currently 3rd ranked. Today is not their day. No 3rd ranked team would be losing this badly to the 1st ranked team. I believe that maybe it's just an off day for them. It sucks that it is in week 6, probably the most important week in the Indy Gaming League. Not just because of playoffs on the line, but also because a win there gives you confidence to go further. Eternal Empire really don't want to end their season on a loss. But We Are Washed trying to make that the reality here. Eternal Empire looking for a 2nd goal. They've only scored 2 goals this entire series. It's Magoo. Up for Deludo. Deludo is up quickly. Tried to get a redirect. You don't usually see those going in. It is pretty tough to get a nice redirect, but admittedly, when you do get one, it's probably the best feeling in the world. We Are Washed. Looks like they're going to hold the 7-1 lead. No, they won't. Passing field for Cookie Crisp, and for the first time this series, we have 2 goals in a game scored by Eternal Empire. As I absolutely cast a curse, We Are Washed by saying that they would hold the 7-1 lead. They did not. Is it gonna let another one go in? We Are Washed. Did RC Magoo must have called a fake. The Ludo must have called a standard kickoff. Interesting choice. I don't know if I'd be the biggest fan of those, but must have been a miscommunication here. It doesn't even matter anyways. We Are Washed. Just gonna let this one drop for a series point. In fact, it'll actually bounce very nicely here. They could get an 8th. Ball is still up. No, okay, it doesn't. And yes, hashtag roasted. Apparently we're having some issues here. Let's see what the loot... Yeah, that is game 2 over. And as you can see, the 2nd point is up. We go to game 3, and we're in Eternal Empire. They technically have 10 minutes to have to get that bathroom break done, but seriously, who goes to the bathroom for longer than 10 minutes? And I'm going to just assume that these are dudes, meaning that it really shouldn't take 10 minutes for them to go to the bathroom. They have to go wash. That's fair. We'll just wait for it. I mean, they have 10 minutes in between every single game. If something like this is happening, which of course they can use those 10 minutes. Technically, that means you could just take 10 minutes in between every single game to relax, but I wouldn't allow you to do that. You need an actual excuse for. Oh, they're already back. Man, that was a quick bathroom break. That would take a little longer. Hopefully he washed his hands. Anyways, now we go to game 3, and now that they're back, we are washed, trying to end the series here. They won the last game 7-2. They won the first game 6-1. And what I find so impressive here from them is that they always get themselves off on a good start. They never like to start. They don't ever start off badly. Ludo shot towards the net. Off Cookie Crisp. Has it. 50-50s with Ludo. He is goal side, so he can beat Ludo on the challenge. And Ludo, now caught in no man's land. Cookie Crisp gets past him. Gets a demo on RC Magoo. It's in front of the net. Ludo off to the side. But the one thing I would like to ask about We Are Washed, what to do if they go down early. We haven't seen it from them yet. They've always been able to get multi-goal leads before any goal from Eternal Empire goes in. What happens if Eternal Empire is the ones to score, are the ones to score first? Do We Are Washed play differently from that in that position? Well, we can find out now. Cookie Crisp will get the first goal of Game 3, and for the first time in this series, Eternal Empire has a lead. Hello, Servet Steak. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. And what's funny is this stream started a little bit late because we had a power outage at the worst possible time. Oh, and here comes a kickoff goal. Right back. That's what happens when they take a lead. We Are Washed answers immediately. A brilliant kickoff. Allows Deludo to chip it towards the nets. Beat out the last defender. You saw my Twitch from the Culinary Sports Discord server and brought me to the stream. You saw my Twitch? How the hell did you see my Twitch in the server? I don't think I don't have like my streams like announced by in Golden Esports server. I don't believe. By the way, Golden Esports is actually playing later tonight. They're playing later tonight in the up and coming cup at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Central. So if you want to see your team play, make sure to stick later tonight. Hello, Killer Eagle, as well. I see you in the chat. Knights of Chaos don't play tonight. Strikers of Chaos, Knights of Chaos, Strikers of Chaos. Emerald plays tomorrow. So if you ever want to see that, they're up tomorrow. Go to my Twitch. Oh, well, welcome anyways. I'm Sporty FC. I am an affiliated caster with Golden Hour Esports. So you found a really good person to talk to about Golden Hour Esports. I know the org, and they're all amazing people. So thanks for joining. Hopefully you'll like it here. As we are watching We Are Washed, and RC Magoo trying to end this series in the 3rd game of 5 potentially. Now with their lead, with just a little under 3 minutes remaining. Nice to meet you. I'm Sir Snake from GHC. No, of course no, but I am affiliated with them actually as a caster. There we go. We're back to the director cam. My bad on that. I just fat fingered at my controller. I didn't mean to do that. As Magoo up for Deludo. Deludo backflip almost caught Demon on a bit of a fake there. Unintentionally, that backflip might have actually prevented Demon from getting a good dunk. Stop by and say hi. Well, Killer Eagle, I hope to see you tomorrow when Emerald plays. I would have to tell you, I don't actually remember exactly which time. I believe it might be 9 p.m. It's either 9 or 10 p.m. I believe. In fact, I'll check it for you as soon as this game is over. So stick around, Killer Eagle. And watch as RC Magoo does it again. He gets another one. And he wraps around this ball. That sounds bad. And he goes under the ball as well to flick it upward, get as much height as possible over Cookie Crisp. As well, that shot was intentional. It wasn't just to look flashy. It was to flick the ball upward and make it harder and for Eternal Empire to reach. Now Eternal Empire facing a very similar situation than they did last game. They're down by a couple goals. They need to get back. We Are Washed, but the only difference though is, unlike those other games, they can't lose anymore. This is a must-win territory for them. We Are Washed though, just trying to get another goal here, and then watch the time ticks down. Ice Team in with the ball at the corner, and what they need to do here is they need to be aggressive from Eternal Empire. They need to start pressing things because We Are Washed is a team that doesn't like you to play in their face, and there's an example. Cookie Crisp, he flicked this one upward, but instead of leaving like a lot of players do, stayed up in front, got in RC Magoo's way, and he was able to reach the ball first. Now only one goal away, Eternal Empire. This game could start the reverse sweep for them. As Cookie Crisp overshoots the ball. He overshoots the ball again. And don't worry, he still has a minute remaining to get that last goal, so even a little bit of a time waste isn't anything bad, but that's a bad play there! And Magoo will take advantage. 3 goals to his name, and Ice Demon, head in hands moments, completely forgets to catch the ball. Instead it bounces right by him, and Magoo is there to jump on top of it. And such a simple play could knock knock the wind out of the sail. My gosh, I can't speak. Knock the wind out of the sails of these Eternal Empire players. Do they have any steam left in them? The answer for RC Magoo, though, is hopefully an emphatic no. Because he's continuing to do this every single game. He's able to find the nets with ease. And remember, Eternal Empire, they've not only just secured the playoffs already, they're the 3rd seed right now. The 3rd seed. And this is what We Are Washed are doing to them. If this isn't a statement to everybody else playing against them in the playoffs, I don't know what is. We Are Washed, letting everybody know their true intentions. As Eternal Empire made to look goofy against a We Are Washed aggression that has never stopped from the very moment we kicked off in Game 1. It has never ended. They've always dominated. We Are Washed takes Game 3. They sweep Eternal Empire, and they're going to be securing the number 1 seed. The best possible outcome in that series. As that will end this series very quickly, in fact. As we are going to have a quick interview with the We Are Washed players after as well. As we are making sure we get an invite in to them as quickly as possible. We are getting them an interview very, very soon. How's everybody feeling, though? Hopefully everybody's doing well. What a sweep, though. We Are Washed, probably the most dominant series we've ever seen, only letting in 3 goals, I believe, in the entirety of that. Whereas they scored 6, then 7, then 4, I believe? That's 17 goals in a series. It's a lot of goals for a single team to score. If it is 17 goals in the series, which I think is what it is, that means that would have contributed to about 20% of their goals per game average. My goodness. And speaking of them, here's one of their goal scorers. Hello, Deludo. Welcome to the chat.
Yo, what's up?
How you doing, man? What a sweep. I must be honest. Didn't expect it to be that one-sided. You guys really proved yourselves here against Eternal Empire.
Yeah, we wanted to have that undefeated season, especially after we got technically demoted down of division. We want to prove that maybe we should be in the same or better division.
Of course. And I mean, again, we're gonna talk about it. The Ludo. Well, a lot of that series we were talking about. We're talking about your teammates scoring in Magoo. What about you though? You led that team and you did a lot of scoring yourselves. After game one, what were you thinking after game one with how dominant of a lead that was?
Just keep the lead. Don't let up because we've had games where we've won 5-2 and then we've lost the series 3 games to 1. So we were just like, all right, let's finish the series. Let's get game 2. Let's get game 3, and then finish this out as a sweep. If we can keep this up, we know we can win, and we know what we're capable of.
Yeah, and did you? And I mean, coming into the series against Eternal Empire, now that you guys have swept them, is that a statement to other teams in your division to fear you?
I mean, if you don't already fear us, then I don't think you do your homework. So up to them. If they don't fear us, then they can be expected to lose.
Yeah, I think you underestimate just how confident how confident and cocky some people can be. Well, but again, with that sweep, you also do secure the #1 seed going into the playoffs. And what do you think of it? Do you think how important do you think that #1 seed is going to be for you guys?
Seed doesn't matter. Honestly, we were the 8 seed last split, and we came second. So seed doesn't matter. Our 1 seed actually lost to the 16 seed in the spring split. So seed doesn't matter. Job not finished, as the late great Kobe Bryant said.
Hey, going into the playoffs, it's all best of one, not best of one. All single elimination. That's what I meant to say. Why do I keep calling it that? Single elimination, you have one life. Are you guys going to play any differently going into those playoffs, or are you guys going to do the exact same thing? Is there anything that you think you might work on with the short amount of time that you have?
I mean, we don't play this game much. That's why we're called We Are Washed. So, I mean, we're just going to go into it and have fun.
And you know what? Having fun is probably the best thing you can do. So many teams win just because they're just there to see how well they can do. Oh, again, thank you so much for joining for the interview. It was amazing to see you, and hopefully we'll get to catch you guys in the playoffs soon enough.
Yes, sir.
And before you do leave, of course, I almost forgot, we have a fun tradition on this channel for interviews. After every interview, the person that I'm interviewing, or people, sometimes I'm interviewing multiple, get to do a shout-out section. So now it's your shout-out moment. I will give you a good amount of time, and you can shout out anyone, anything that's supported you along the way, and anything that you feel is important enough to shout out.
Well, shout out to my teammate, RC Magoo, and my boy Colin Turtle, because he's also here, but just substituting right now. And then also, go follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Dulido24. Help me get to affiliate.
Yeah, I'm at affiliate. I promise you, man. It's really fun at affiliates. Go get Ludo to affiliate, guys. Okay, give him the ability to set up polls and do fun stuff. Trust me, it's worth it when you get to affiliate. The rewards here are great. Channel points are amazing. So hopefully, hopefully stream will support you to get there, and hopefully we'll see you in the future, man. In your playoff, with your playoff dreams continued.
All right, thanks, mate.
And that was Ludo of We Are Washed. Quick first series. We still have one more at 8 p.m., and then we'll have 2 at 10 and 11, respectively. Our 8 p.m. match will be Phantom Skills versus SNRF. Crouton Dust is back on SNRF. And hopefully we'll get to see what he brings to the table here, because both these teams are not having the best of seasons for them. It's going to be a nail-biter, though, because they are both actually quite closely ranked in skill, and I mean, you guys get it. They're both very strong teams. They're both strong contenders for being the top team. And again, they're going to be trying to get their win here in the last week of the Indie Gaming League. Phantom Skills still has 2 matches to play. This will be their first, as we will be seeing them. I am currently checking up their division to make sure that if there's anything fun that I should tell you guys about before. Oh, I'm in the same place as Emerald. That's interesting. Phantom Skills, with their last week to potentially get into the playoffs. SNRF hoping to keep their playoff spot against the Phantom Skills. In just a few minutes, we'll be catching Phantom Skills versus SNRF. We'll see you guys there. Well, I just muted myself. Sorry about that, guys. Again, I guess we'll do a quick little rewind. I'm your guest, and I'm Sweaty FC. Welcome back to the second of 3 streams tonight on the Sportiest stream. The second stream will be ending with the match of Phantom Skills versus SNRF, and this is a tier 3 3v3. As that's not the right one. That's the 4th match of the night. No, we need the 3rd one. Tier 3v3. SNRF has been on stream before in 2s and 3s. Not the first time that we've seen them. As we've casted them multiple times. I can count 1 there. This is today. Where are they? Let's see how many times we've casted them this season. We've done it. We've casted them a couple times at least, and I know we've casted them for both 2s and 3s, so this is a 3s match. So that's 1 3s. I'm gonna do a little bit of research, why not? This is the sporty stream for you guys. 1 2s. Is that twice? We've actually cast them twice. That's actually pretty impressive. Not a lot of teams actually have me cast them twice in a single season. It's kind of difficult sometimes to get the same caster, but kind of fun as well at the same time. Because again, I want to say, it's been what a season this has been for me. I have had the longest streak of casting every single day for a really long amount of time. This streak started, I believe, August 8th? I believe it was started August 8th. Yeah, so August 8th, and we haven't stopped casting a single match we haven't stopped casting at all. We've casted at least 1 match every single day since the 8th. That's 12 days straight of casting. And we still have tomorrow to go through, meaning that we might have 13 days. So we're getting the intro to everybody out there. There they are. And while that's happening, we're also going to get the prediction poll going. For any of you that are sticking around here for the Phantom Skills SNRF match, choose who you think will win. Do you think Phantom Skills will win it, or SNRF? SNRF are currently running a slightly better record of 2 and 3 than the 1 and 3 of the Phantom Skills. Phantom Skills currently is sitting on the 17th seed, but the nice thing about them is they have 2 more matches to go in their season. SNRF only have 1. SNRF, if they win this, I believe that will clinch. Yeah, that will give them a playoff berth. It's a lot easier said than done to get to the playoffs. And for them, beating Phantom Skills is a good test. This is a team that they are they should be. They are a higher seed than them. But that's a lot easier said than done. Phantom Skills gonna bring all they got to take out SNRF from the playoff picture, and hopefully overpass them. We are waiting to get everybody in the lobby. Everyone's doing well for yourselves. This Phantom Skills SNRF match is a real good test for both these teams, because both these teams are definitely going to feel like that they should beat the other team at the if they were to lose this. And so this is kind of a must-win for both these teams. Phantom Skills, a loss here could end their playoff hopes. For SNRF, a loss could mean that they get themselves kicked out of the top 16. Would hate to have that happen for both these teams, but sadly, as it is looking like it could happen. For Phantom Skills, though, again, they still have 2 games, so even if they lose here, there's still a possibility that they can make it through to the top 16. They just have to focus on humongous melonheads who are up ahead of them. Sitting on a 1 and 5 record, all Phantom Skills need is 1 win. If they don't get their win tonight, they don't have to play coast to coast. A team that is currently running at 20 seconds, so why not just end it here? If not, they do have a coast to coast who are expected to be an easier opponent. But for SNRF, this is their last match of the season, and a loss here can make this real difficult for them. There's not that many spots below them. They're at the 14th seed. There's only 2 teams separating them and Phantom Skills. Phantom Skills, if they win, playoffs secured. Well, actually, for them, a win here will not actually guarantee the playoffs. But it will. But it's very likely if Phantom Skills gets the win here, they do make playoffs. They have the best game win percentage of the teams below top 16. And of those teams, a lot of them don't have a chance anymore of making it in. Phantom Skills could win this, get themselves in the top 16, and push another team out. We're waiting to see everybody get in here. We're waiting for that time. We're gonna go to the in-game because I'm a little bit worried that they might start without me, which has happened before on this stream. And we are making sure that everybody's getting in the lobby. Again, we are just waiting for everybody to get into the lobby. We are making sure that everybody's in. Hopefully everyone's doing well. I am a bit silent waiting to make sure everybody is in. Just gonna make sure we can message everyone. This is going to be a best of 5 tonight. And after this, we'll have 2 more matches after it at 10 and 11 p.m. Eastern, 9 and 10 p.m. Central. We're nearing the very end. It is Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday, the last day to get your matches in. We are getting confirmation from all teams they are in the lobby, so get that game sound on. Strap ourselves to our seats. Let's enjoy Phantom Skills SNRF for Tier 3 3v3. A win for SNRF will guarantee playoffs, I believe. I have not actually done the math yet, but I believe a win here will guarantee playoffs. Phantom Skills, though, it will give them a shot. It will put them in the top 16, and all they have to do is to defend it. As Phantom Skills in the blue, SNRF in the orange. And off we go. Game 1, always going to be on Manfield Knights. In the RLCS rotation that we love to use on stream. As it is always the same 3 players here for SNRF, so they never change up this roster, and that has its good things, that has its bad things. You very rarely see a team of 3 play in the Indy Gaming League. Usually you see more than that, usually because most teams like having subs, just in case one of the players can't play. It's one of the downsides of having just 3 players in a 3v3 team, but one of the upsides is that you don't have to worry about competition. You can worry about the players that you're with, and you know that you're always going to be playing with them. So there's no need to focus on multiple different roster iterations. A lot of teams do try to fix that with just having a person as a designated sub, but that usually doesn't work out super well as a game plan because a lot of subs don't like to beat subs. They like to play as starters, which makes sense. Nobody really wants to just sit on the bench watching gameplay. But for SNRF, looking for them, none of them are subs. They're all starters, and they all keep playing. Flying Narwhal, though, is their captain. He's going to be a pretty important player for them. He's been the leader for them. In more ways than just one. Crouton, I will say, one of the fun things about this team is the hats. Crouton Dust, always known for his shiny golden top hat. And we did have a battle of the hats before where Crouton, I think, did come out on top with the golden hat. Must say, it was absolutely amazing. That was a while ago. I have no clue what match that would have been. I would have to check and see which SNRF match it was. But speaking of SNRF, currently getting themselves a little bit of offense, but no shots from Flying Narwhal in that aggressive play. As both these teams are toe-to-toe right now. Someone has to break this deadlock. As Billy VC past two players, it's in front of the nets. There's a chance for Lone Star. Doesn't get it. Here comes Gator. Flying Narwhal is first. Says, no, I'm the better animal. That sounds weird. As he saves his team from going down early. This game one might end up just being decided by a single goal. As both these teams have not been able to break each other apart. Narwhal. Close combats with Billy Reese. He gets through Crouton as well. Crouton doesn't make that touch and now putting his team on awkward positioning. Porcupine Duck to save the day on the goal line. There were two players charging in on him. One of them had the ball and they went for a flip, but he jumps in time to get it. Now he has some space. He doesn't have the boost or the real air control to get it. Narwhal. Wrong touch in front of him. Trying to get through Gator. And Crouton trying to get through Gator himself, but Gator, an absolute tank in the midfield, ready to take multiple 50-50s. And now with a shot off the post, Gator inches away from getting the first goal of this game in favor of the underdogs. Phantom Skills. They are called the underdogs, but in reality, they're just up there with SNRF at the same level. Both these teams fighting for the exact same thing, the playoffs. They don't care how they get it in. They just have to get in. As cleared away, Crouton trying to get the dunk on Billy. Billy Reese clears it. Porcupine Duck to the corner. Gonna bounce out a bump from Crouton. And Billy still there to make the play. Narwhal now infield. Trying to force Gator to make a mistake. Gator will not miss from that. Great read off the corner. To give his team offense and more hope to getting that early lead again into the final minutes. No one has been able to score yet in game one. Both teams stuck eye to eye, nose to nose. It's a deadlock. Who's going to make the monumental shift? Gator trying to make it him. And at moments like these, a lot of teams can collapse, can really fall apart. The nerves can get to them. It doesn't help that it's week 6 of the Indy Gaming League either. The week where all the nerves are on full display. And for both these teams, they cannot let it get to them. They have to play their game. And they have to get some quality shots, a quality goal. Or take advantage of mistakes. Into the final seconds. A demo in the backfield may have just opened it up. Crouton does saves. And Phantom Skills have had the better chances this game so far. But they haven't scored from any of them. Any good opportunity is great, but it doesn't really matter if you don't capitalize from it. Flying Narwhal now. Last second, keeping it up. Options in field. Looking across for Crouton. Crouton panics and doesn't get the touch. We go to overtime in game one. First overtime of the series. The first of many, perhaps. SNRF Phantom Skills. Only one goal can decide who wins. That goal could be scored by anyone, anywhere. Now do the play styles change? As everybody on SNRF did commit for that one, but Flying Narwhal, leadership role, able to get the clear out, and now a double commit on offense from Phantom Skills. They cannot let that get to them, and they won't. Their third Billy Reese comes in to score, takes game one in favor of Phantom Skills. As he's just faster. Flying Narwhal hesitated to get to that one. Crouton Dust didn't even jump. And Billy Reese will get the game-winning goal in overtime for Phantom Skills. Now with that game over, we go to game 2. Phantom Skills up 1-0. And a lot of times, games get more and more goal-heavy, offense-heavy the longer you go in a series. Teams start to get more and more aggressive, more and more confident. And then we go to game 5, and anything's up for grabs in game 5, really. Game 2 is on the Aquadome. And for SNRF, might be thinking they should have won that last game. Phantom Skills definitely were the better team, though. They had the better offensive chances. They, by a slight margin, but they had the better chances. They're able to outplay SNRF a lot better than SNRF could outplay Phantom Skills. And for SNRF, game 2, a chance for them to tie it right back to stake their claim and make this a series. Crouton clears up, but not past Billy. Billy Reese, the only player to score so far, giving his team their game 1 victory. Lone Star off the corner. Billy Reese over Porcupine Duck. And he still has the ball at his toes. Toes? At his nose. Gator upfield, but Crouton Dust will not let it happen. Lone Star, another clear out. Still no one there, and Billy Reese, a little too hot on that one. Now Flying Narwhal with his chance. Shot goes in. Billy Reese will be a bit ashamed of himself for letting that one go through, as he had no one pressuring him to get that touch. He just went too fast. And Flying Narwhal uses that first bounce to get enough height to shoot that one over the defender. And now SNRF with the lead in game 2, and already scoring a lot faster than we did in game 1. Flying Narwhal out towards the corner. Could bounce in favorably. It does. For Crouton, doesn't make the touch. Porcupine Duck, he's going to actually take his chance with his 50-50. Billy Reese notices that. Tries to go for the delay. He doesn't get it. Gator's clear. Flying Narwhal. Panic. And Gator will get a goal. Flying Narwhal just pulled a Billy Reese. He went in a little too fast here. Completely overshot the ball. And at this level, you cannot make mistakes like that. Especially when you have to win. Flying Narwhal. An awful error. That gives a goal to Phantom Skills. Crouton doesn't make a touch. That's the second time he's not been able to shoot in front of the net. But lucky for him, he still has teammates behind him to keep the momentum. As again, Crouton trying to get the touches here. But he's not making contact. Just seems like that gameplay from SNRF just a little bit lacking here. And for Phantom Skills, though, it is still tied. We need to see both of these teams a little bit longer. See who will reign supreme. Porcupine Duck now doesn't get this touch. SNRF, it seems like they're just trying to outplay the other team. Instead, they're outplaying themselves. A lot more mechanical, solid plays. It may not be their best option. As for them, getting solid contact on the ball is going to be a little more important than trying to go for these wild plays off the wall. And it's Phantom Skills. Gator notices SNRF not really ready to challenge this. And he's just up there so fast. As soon as the ball hits the wall, he knows exactly where it's going. And the last defender didn't. Gator scores and takes a lead here for Phantom Skills. And as predicted, game 2, much more high scoring than the others. As another goal goes in from the Phantom Skills. This time it's Billy Reese to pass to himself and to get this second touch. I'll say that horror sound is probably gonna haunt me when I sleep. I'm hearing it so often now. I think like everybody on Phantom Skills is using it. Billy Reese, that's upfield, just delays Crouton Dust enough time for another player to challenge. Phantom Skills almost gave up one there on defense. for that miss in front of their box, but able to come up with a save. Crouton Dusk. Seems like a lot of what he tries to do is these early challenges, but it's not working. In fact, Phantom Skills is able to break through the midfield without much trouble right now. Crouton again, another one where he's just jumping at everything. Seems like SNRF are trying to jump at every ball, trying to suffocate their opponents. But in reality, Phantom Skills are just dangling a line in front of their head and baiting them into challenges that will not work for them. Lone Star doesn't have the boost to get that second touch. Cleared away. Billy VC leaves it for Gator, but Crouton Dust is faster. SNRF with offense and a little bit of light here in the final 90 seconds. The Phantom Skills, they can end it. As long as they keep doing what they're doing, keep putting offense, and keep forcing their opponents to have to make these awkward plays. Crouton Dust with the ball. Lone Star, a very strong clear, and Pokemon Duck is last, but he doesn't do the half flip correctly. He's gonna make his rotation a little bit slower. But Flying Narwhal, a 50-50 on the back wall. It doesn't get the clear away, but it gives his teammates the ability to make the clear. The defense is not what SNRF need. They need offense, they need goals, and they need two of them. Flying Narwhal trying to punch through a hole in the defense with his 50-50. Cannot bully his way through, and Lone Star now on offense. Saved by Crouton. Gator. And another 50-50. Phantom Skills just winning the challenge game through and through. Another 50 win. Is going to put SNRF on their own orange half. In the final 30 seconds, they need a goal now. For Phantom Skills. Sorry, for SNRF. Phantom Skills will get it. And I think they've just secured game 2 here. Phantom Skills, another underdog who's showing up when it matters. Oh, I guess they are a technical underdog. They're not really an underdog. These teams are basically right next to each other in the standings. And they're bringing the fight to SNRF. They're making them commit for challenges that they wouldn't like to go for usually. A lot of these baiting the challenges, and SNRF, to be fair, have made the blunder of just going for every challenge that they see. The ability to not take the better challenges, and the ability for Phantom Skills to score whenever they are given chances will give them game 2. With one more game left to play, Phantom Skills can win in a sweep. Game 1 ended as a 1-goal difference in overtime. Game 2, 4-3. Phantom Skills are pulling away from the competition. Not from the competition, they're pulling away from the level of SNRF. SNRF need to bring their level of gameplay as well, because if Phantom Skills continue their increase in skill and ability, SNRF is going to be finding it extremely difficult to come back in this last game. If they lose, it will be their last game. If they win, we'll go to game 4. Once again, Phantom Skills in the blue, and they're looking for an early start, can't get it. But anyway, Gator's shot. Flying Narwhal is hugging the corner for dear life, making sure that one doesn't go in. And now Phantom Skills are up. Billy VC. An air drill past 1, he can't do it. Here comes Lone Star to clear. Crouton, last man back. Doesn't go for the immediate clear, knows that there's pressure, knows that it wouldn't be favorable for him to get dunked. Instead, we'll pass it off to Flying Narwhal. Infield for Crouton. And there's 3 orange players on that blue half. And 3 blue players on the orange half. Both teams momentarily on the opposite sides of the field. The ball favoring SNRF, and they get a lead in Game 3 after 31 seconds. Just need to keep fighting SNRF, because every game is a must-win now. Reverse sweeps are not easy to come by in the Indy Gaming League, but they do have the chance of happening. I can't remember the last time we've had a reverse sweep. I'd have to check on that. It was maybe like a week ago. I can't tell you. It's been a while since we had our last reverse sweep, but to be fair, that's because I've been casting for 12 days straight. Looking at Dusk. a bit scary though, using his own crossbar to clear it, but whatever works it works for him. And for SNRF, that kind of is their motto right now. It doesn't matter how scrappy it will look for them. They're just trying to make sure it works. Gator, though, this shot, Flying Narwhal doesn't get it. Billy Reese off the crossbar. 2 shots, 2 crossbar hits, and 0 goals still for Phantom Skills. Gator. Infield, Porcupine Duck is going to challenge him and remove him as well. Billy Reese's coming in, gets a shot, and Flying Narwhal will get his 3rd save of the game with that. I don't know if I would have called it a shot myself. It looked like it was hitting the post, but the game, I guess, is very nice to him. Crouton bumped away. Here comes Lone Star on target, saved away by Flying Narwhal. Once again, these 1-goal differences are incredibly important. But they're also very easy to lose, as Billy Reese using this, and Porcupine Duck not sitting on his goal line. He's well out of his net, and he won't be able to take that shot off the back wall and get that clear. Instead, finds himself in a position where he cannot make a touch, and Phantom Skills tie it up. Again, it's those little errors that Phantom Skills can catch up on, but really, Phantom Skills are making a lot of this themselves. That was a great pass in field. Crouton backfield, off the corner to himself. He doesn't know what to do here. Doesn't make the touch, but Porcupine Duck does, and Crouton used all his boost. He has to get a good 50. And it goes backwards. It's definitely not a good 50 for Porcupine Duck, as he's trying to get a strong clear. He used the backflip clear. Flying Narwhal up. Here comes Crouton! Crouton! Not finding the net. But Porcupine Duck will. Takes 3 players to get that goal. But that goal, oh so important for SNRF. They retake the lead. And Lone Star bumped out of position from Flying Narwhal. A crucial enforcer play to give SNRF that lead once again. In the back corner, Crouton with the ball. Billy Reese tap down to Lone Star. Lone Star doesn't get it. Shot was a little bit too high. Gator up to Billy Reese. Billy Reese still can't find the net himself. And Lone Star now going back infield. Flying Narwhal up to get that touch. And those touches you need to make. Tier 3 is about when you start to see people use that backboard meta. Just shoot it off the backboard. See if the other team can get it. As that shot from Flying Narwhal was actually on net. Porcupine Duck just saved his own team's shot. And that goal could have given them a 2-goal lead and helped make their life a lot easier. Now, still only leading by 1 goal. Any goal here from Phantom Skills will tie up this game. SNRF, though, still searching for that 3rd goal that they did just steal from themselves. Flying Narwhal off the back wall. Lone Star flicks it over Gator. Still back to Gator, though, and Flying Narwhal there to cut it out. Phantom Skills in the final minute of gameplay in game number 3 are 1 goal down to SNRF. Now make that 2! Crouton Dust, he went upfield for a challenge, and he was up there, he took that boost, and he saw, hey, this is a pass, I'm gonna put this one on target. No one's there to defend me. Might as well give my team a 2-goal lead with 46 seconds remaining. SNRF now, a little bit more breathing room. A little bit more calmness, knowing that they have this extra goal that they can have and that they can give up without losing. Ton. Oh, a fake pass to Porcupine, trying to find the nets. Lone Star there to meet him. And SNRF, a lot better this game. They're shutting down this offense from Phantom Skills. You can see this midfield from them, putting Phantom Skills on the back foot. The Phantom Skills, they're still leading the series. They're still on match point. That will always be the truth throughout this entirety of the series. In every single game, Phantom Skills can win it. SNRF, though, have taken Game 3, and a great performance from them. After game 2, you thought maybe they'd be down and out. SNRF proving they still have a little bit of life left in them. This is game 4. Coming almost immediately. My goodness, these guys want to get their games done fast. I mean, I'm not complaining. Let's go to game 4. SNRF just took their first game win. They need to win 2 more. They need to complete a reverse sweep if they want to knock the Phantom Skills down a notch. Phantom Skills, all they need is 1 win in these last 2 games. They have 2 chances to win the series. Phantom Skills could do it. Could do it here. Game 3, I almost always say it's the toughest game for a lot of teams because that's when your opponents can figure out your gameplay. And that's especially true in a sweep like situation like that we were in. SNRF just figured out the Phantom Skills playstyle a little bit better. They played their best Rocket League so far this series. But now they need to prove it again in game 4. Was game 3 just a fluke for SNRF? Flying Narwhal. Upfield, Crouton Dusk was looking for other players, instead decides to just leave. There's no reason for him to go up and look for demos when he won't be able to get any. And a lot more clears coming out from SNRF. Clears are giving them hope. Hope is giving them shots. Shots are giving them goals. And this goal from Crouton Dust, straight from a clear. As Billy Reese, a bit too wide of a turn there. Isn't able to catch that shot towards the back post. SNRF lead in game 4. Very similar to game 3, sorry. Game 3, they led early. Game 4 could be the same story. But an infield pass saved away by Crouton. Oh, I didn't notice what they were going for there from Phantom Skills. I thought that would have been just a straight shot, but it was an infield pass. And that surprise factor opens up the defense for Lone Star's pass to Gator's shot, to Gator's slam down play, and to Gator's goal. Once again, they tie it up. Game 3 though, again very similar. SNRF did drop a goal to Phantom Skills, but Phantom Skills weren't able to hold on against the SNRF pressure. Now in game 4, SNRF. Can they repeat it? Crouton. Shot long. Get it there to bring it back. Solo play potential. Trying to get the dunk on Porcupine Duck, but you can see him. You can see that challenge coming in. Infield for Narwhal. Narwhal doesn't get it. Lone Star. Get away to Gator, and the net is wide open. SNRF. Where were they? And there they were. Crouton with a risky challenge as third man. After Flying Narwhal made that backflip, Crouton Dust decided that it was his challenge to go for. But he was nowhere even close to getting to that one. The Phantom Skills team now leading 2-1. With 3 minutes remaining. If they get another goal, it'll be very tough to come back. But they won't before Porcupine Duck has his answer. As again, lots of pressure. This, another really aggressive third man challenge. SNRF are playing more and more aggressive. I say this about a lot of teams, but as the series goes on, you see more and more aggression, more and more high offense play, more and more upwards of positioning, and now we're getting more and more goals. Billy Reese gets his straight from the kickoff. And with that goal, once again, SNRF have to tie it up. They've been able to do so every single time they've been asked. So far, they've been able to stay toe-to-toe with the Phantom Skills. But sometimes you have to repeatedly make the same thing. It knocks out your confidence. SNRF still have that ability. They do have a lot of aggression if they need it, and they can force Phantom Skills have to be a bit nervous on defense. One thing SNRF have done very well is this clear game of theirs. The ability now. That was what was not working for them in Game 1. In Game 4, it's what's keeping them here. And it's what's giving them life on offense. Opening up chances. Getting them shots. Setting up their midfield. But again, SNRF here, another let up here. And Gator will score. He'll get 3 goals for him. Lone Star with 3 assists. But Crouton doesn't have any boost. He was waiting in the corner. And Porcupine Duck was sitting in the midfield in no man's land. SNRF, with bad positioning, the midfield finally gives up. SNRF now 2 goals down in Game 4. The game that could secure the playoffs. Against the Phantom Skills team that are still trying to make it into the playoffs. They are 2 goals down, and they need goals. Phantom Skills, all they need is to hold out a little bit longer. As 2 players colliding in there, Gator misses the ball. It's up for Lone Star. Lone Star! Cleared away by Flying Narwhal. Gator has to get back in time. And Billy Beastie there to get the challenge on Crouton. Phantom Skills transitions back to defense on a dime. It's as if they didn't even overcommit. But they did. All 3 of their players were in the offensive half for a small second. But they all got back so quick, and it was all from Gator's touch. Hitting it backwards towards Billy Beastie to allow him to get that 50-50. A great play from Gator. Heads up, knowing where his teammates are. And now in the final minute, SNRF, it's go time now for them. They need a goal. Right now, if they want to give themselves a lot of time to get that next one. As Crouton, infield look. But Billy Beastie, he has no problem getting that clear. Makes it look easy. Now bumping away, Porcupine Duck in for Gator. Gator! Another goal for Gator. 4 goals, 4 shots. Even has an assist on there as well. And Phantom Skills trying to put SNRF to bed. Just have to watch these as these last seconds tick by. Phantom Skills holding out just a little bit longer here. Their defense has been playing pretty well. With that clear, Billy Beastie looking for the second touch. Can't get it. Still, though, on the back wall, causing a bit of mayhem for SNRF. At the end of and this is the end of the game. SNRF stuck in their own half. Can't even break out against Phantom Skills. And Phantom Skills letting the ball continue to fly sky high as they now advance into the top 16. It just depends on their last series of the week if they can get it, but this is a great start for them. They got rid of the much tougher opponent of the 2 that they have in this last week. If they get one more win, if they get their last win, they'll secure it. Phantom Skills wins it 3 games to 1. And they take the series for themselves. An ending that they'll be very happy about. As that will end the series, I'm going to get the prediction poll going. Phantom Skills will take their win tonight. And now they go up to record of 2-3, the same record as SNRF before this series. As that will end the stream, we're gonna just do a quick raid. Is anybody live that I know about? Not really, not yet. They're gonna try to find someone to raid. Would be a good example, a good person to raid. Is there anybody online that I'd know of? I'm taking a look around, trying to find someone. If you guys have someone that I should raid, let me know. Actually, we could raid her Sohi. As apparently there's a tournament going on with Radiant Esports in it, so let's go in there. Radiant Esports is one of my partnered orgs, so it makes sense to give them some support. As hello Lone Star, thank you for joining the sporty stream at the very last moment. Again, we'll be back starting at 9:45 with up and coming cup action. In a few hours, we'll see you.